Hello, so welcome to my YouTube channel. This is basically a YouTube channel where I'm gonna be like showing you guys my code, my thinking process of how I go about and like solve problems. Mostly I'll be doing homework assignments and some personal projects that I want to work on. And just that, like, most of these things I don't really know much about. So I'll be learning along the way and hopefully you guys will learn something as well. That's the main reason I've created it. I think this will be a fun way to basically code and be held accountable because I'll have to create these videos. For documentation purposes, I'll be making videos of how I code. So let me just start off. Let me show you what I've got so far and then I'll explain my project to you a little bit more. What? I can't even spell this. What the hell? Specific. I hope I spelled that right. Oh, what the hell? Okay, sorry. There's so many. Just bear with me. So basically, this program is meant to use the Spotify API and it'll go through your liked songs. So for example, if I wanted to make a playlist specifically for Rosalia and say the title Rosalia playlist doesn't exist, then I'll create it. And then I'll go to the Spotify playlist like songs where it takes all like the songs that you heart and it like puts it in that playlist. So I'll go there and then I'll get that playlist and then I'll get all the songs, or I'll like look for songs by that specific artist and then I'll add those to the new playlist I created in step 1. And then after that, I'll remove the playlist from the like songs playlist because I don't want them on there twice. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about APIs or how to get information, how to do this. Like, I barely know what an endpoint is, so it's about time I learn how to do this. I think it'll be fun, but I also think it'll be hard, so we'll see how it goes. I have an endpoint for the create new playlist, like this, and then you just add your user ID here. There's like a whole other, like a bunch of other things that you have to do, which is what I'm trying to figure out. If we go to the documentation, what did I just close? Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah, so everybody has a Spotify URI, and you're gonna need your Spotify user ID for a lot of the endpoints like you see here. So I got mine, which I'm probably gonna have to blur out later. The Spotify user ID, I got it as a substring from the user URI. So we're definitely gonna need that, so I got that. And then the token I'm gonna have to get later. Don't really understand. And then I just printed it because I wanted to make sure the program was running.
Someone else actually commented on my video. These
Before anybody roasts me, I got tired of the dark mode and we're on light mode for now, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, let's go to endpoint. Playlist. Okay, so you go here, you go to create a playlist. This is the endpoint that I have in my code right here. Use it. Spotify token is part of like the authentication that I have to look up. I don't really know how to do that either, but we'll get there eventually. And then I was like doing something with like the requests. And this was just because I want to make sure like my Python interpreter was working, which it is, thank God, except when I run, like for example, I get this error or like this warning and I don't really know what that means. I looked it up and I tried everything that they told me to do on like Stack Overflow and stuff like that, and it still didn't work, so I have to figure out why I'm getting that. Let's see if it'll run, or I don't know why it's just, I don't think it was doing it before. What if it's just the requests? Because that's like a package, I guess, that it'll help you get the information from Spotify. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so it's just the import requests. Yeah, so it should give me the error now. See, like, I don't know, and I'm just gonna not. Oops. Okay, so it said use zip vault for Windows. So that is what we shall do. Why did I keep doing that? I'm just copying this. Where did I even install? I messed this up because I think I installed it in the where I didn't want to install it. I don't know. You must give at least one requirement. So let's see if it still does that weird thing. Okay. What if I go? I think I looked at the, I'm using a platform on the, yes.
One eternity later.
Maybe pip 3. Do I even have pip 3? Okay, so okay, see. Maybe if I do, I feel like I have to do it. Okay, is it installed? What if I do? Honestly, okay, so dang. Okay, that's good. Figured it out. If it was pip install, I feel like I did that already. Like, I feel like that's one of the first things I tried. I don't know why it didn't work until now. Maybe it was pip 3 install. Yeah, I feel like it was pip 3 install that worked. Okay, so okay, good. We figured that out. Okay, so that error is gone, so we should be able to use a URL lib3 request without getting the warning. It wasn't even an error, it was more like a warning, but like I wanted to get rid of it because it was just gonna annoy me anyways. But yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. It's not really late, it's 10, but I'm tired. So yeah, if anybody has any suggestions or like tips about how to use API or any documentation that I can use to help me along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know there wasn't a lot of coding per se, it was just me trying to figure it out, but that's like mainly the point of this channel or this videos that I'm gonna be creating. It's like me trying to figure out how to solve this because I see a lot of videos on YouTube like people already know. They don't really show like the steps they did or like the struggles, I guess. So I'm like trying to show that because that's a lot of your time is researching and figuring out how to do it. So yes, goodbye.